In 800 meters, keep left at the fork.
Okay, lighting's bad, but okay. Here's the situation. I don't know if this clip's gonna go at the start of the video or somewhere after the intro. I'm just really nervous right now because it's the middle of winter. Basically same situation as my old Civic. I bought it in the middle of winter and the plan was to just leave it until spring or summer, because now it's, you can see it's pretty cold. You can't see, it's snow outside, but you can't see because of the lighting. But I don't want to sit through winter doing all my research, getting all excited, and then there's rust on my car. So I decided to just rip off the band-aid and I'm gonna go jack up the car, look underneath, which I probably should have done when I bought it, but I didn't. So because if there's rust on the frame, it's junk. Not wasting money on the rest of the car if the frame's done. Here we go. Oh man, I'm nervous, I'm scared. The start of another crappy car. This is a 2000 Impreza 2.5 RS. Sadly, an automatic. I picked this up for $900, which is insane for this area. It's pretty rough, but even the shitty condition it is in is actually a decent price compared to what other people want for the rusty Imprezas. And this is the exact same situation I was with the Civic. If you saw those videos, I basically bought it right before winter hits. I parked it all through winter, didn't touch it, and now it's May, finally kind of messing with it. But on the last time I turned it on, I noticed a lot of white smoke at the back, which is not really good. It usually means that there's coolant going into the oil, and that's usually because of a head gasket, which sucks. That's the most common thing to happen to these motors. There's a small chance that that white smoke I saw was just because it's been sitting, because if a car sits for a while, the condensation that forms in the exhaust can make it look like there's white smoke coming out. First things first, I want to change the oil on it, and I'm going to top off the coolant, and then we can take a closer look of how bad this car actually looks right now. I got my oil filter. I think this is more than I need, but we'll see. Alright, let's put the bucket in first. I have resorted to using my torque wrench. I have to do the illegal way and use my torque wrench on max settings. It worked, I think. Yep. Oh, there it goes. And I'm gonna undo this so it flows a bit faster. And while the oil is dripping away, I'm gonna have to choose my weapon because I doubt I kept that oil filter tool thing. Okay, listen up people. This is the wrong but effective way of doing this. I'm going to drill a hole through it and then stick my screwdriver. There we go, it's bleeding. Side note, flathead is not good. It's hard. Switching the Phillips. Got the first bit through with just my hand, and then I think the rest of it should do with the hammer. Oh, I'm doing this through the camera lens. Oh, it went through, nice. And now what you can do is just twist the screwdriver and unscrew it. Oh, and it's raining. It's raining, I gotta do this quick. This is the moment of truth. Okay, honestly, I don't think it's considered milky. I dropped the filter in there, the old one. I think that's okay. If there is coolant coming in, it's not horrible. It's good news. And the rain was gone pretty quick with just some clouds passing by. I got my handy funnel, because who wants to pay for a real one? This is good to go. Honestly, I can't tell how much is in there. The tank itself is completely empty, I think. This coolant that's made for any car, which I usually don't like because coolants are confusing and I don't know what coolant goes in which cars. I usually would have just gone to the Subaru dealership and got their coolant, but for now, just to test for leaks, I'm gonna put this. Filled it up, a lot of coolant went in there. And then I filled this up, and I just have to get the battery, and we can try and attempt to start it. I'm 99% sure the battery's gonna be dead though when I put it in. I think this is okay. It definitely needs to be jumped. I'm gonna have to put the camera down for this because it's actually pretty tricky. Oh, we're good to go. The one thing I hate about this car, a previous owner, I don't know if it's they took out a cat or a resonator or something, and so it's super loud. I don't like annoying my neighbors, and also I don't want the attention. And what's worse is the part they deleted. They put a pipe there to replace the resonator or whatever it was, but it's such a bad well that it's leaking. So it's basically a straight pipe from right in the front of the car. It's like right by the transmission. So I think it's only going, the exhaust is just going through one cat that's like near the header and then out the leak. I gave it about 2 minutes to charge up a little. Key's not turning. Damn, I got scared for a second. The key wouldn't turn, but it was just, the lock was a bit jammed. I just had to shake the wheel a bit. Okay, here we go. Oh my god. Oh, it sounds so bad. I actually totally forgot to check the smoke, but I don't think anything really came out the back. So no white smoke means I think the head gasket is actually okay. I'm so happy. Oh my god. Here we go. Let's go for a quick rip around. Damn, this thing is sticky. Ooh, the brakes were kind of stuck on there. Oh, the rotors are loud. Brakes are crap, but makes sense because it's been sitting in the snow. I don't want to go with the camera for too long in case anything happens. I'll put it down and see how this car does. The brakes are terrible. I think at least one of them seized because I can just hear the brake pads rubbing on the rotors, and I'm not even pressing the brakes. And this thing's so loud, everyone's staring at me. It's so bad. I have to get the exhaust fixed first. Oh my god, I'm never taking this on the road again. I'm back. Oh, I survived that. It's so bad. Even, I think something's rattling down there. Brakes are so loud. This rotor is so loud, even when you're not pressing it. I think, actually, yeah, I can see. Wait, the brake pad's touching. I think that's seized. Damn, this is my fault for letting it sit for too long. Well, the car's definitely worse than when I parked it. I think everything just seized. I mean, it was bound to happen. While it's outside, I'm going to do a walk around to show you how it kind of looks right now. I'll start with the inside. So like I said, it's an automatic. The inside is pretty clean. Dash is all good. I just noticed that these vents were broken a bit, or at least a couple of the fins. I don't think that's a big deal. I can replace that, or I think I could probably fix that too. It's a little dirty, needs a clean. Floors are dirty, but for the most part there's no rips on the seats, which is nice. It's all black interior, which is nice. There's some dog or cat fur back there, but that's all easily cleaned. The ceiling is a little rough, but I think it's pretty good for what it is. So the windows had tints on them, and I think someone tried to remove them, like this one as well. Oops. Let's see. Oh god. This one as well, it has some, so I'm gonna remove that at some point. The windshield is cracked, kind of sucks, but whatever. It's not too bad overall. Overall, I'm happy with the interior. It's not bad. Nothing I really need to replace other than probably a manual swap at some point, but for now it's pretty good. Starting at the back, so this whole car, you can tell, has really bad paint because it's been spray painted by someone at some point, but that's okay. I'm gonna redo all of that. That's fine. It gives me a good excuse to change the color. Tail lights, you can't tell now, but this one has duct tape, and on the inside, the keys, I need a key to open this, but I think there's something broken in here, but that's okay. I actually got new taillights already. You can see the paint all over is pretty junk. The roof's not painted. It's the usual quarter panel rust, and I think someone tried to Bondo it at some point. That's okay. Again, I think we're gonna cut it again, redo it, or go wide body on it. Probably wide body, because that's probably the most fun thing to do. And actually I just noticed that too. Taillight's broken, that's why I bought new taillights. The wheels it came with is okay. One of them has this crazy curb rash, has snow tires on it, which we'll have to change, but that's okay. Again, I'm probably gonna change the whole wheel anyway, so it doesn't matter. This is the worst parts. So there's usually a side skirt. I took that off when a couple months ago just to see the condition of this, and you can see like this is the worst rust that I've seen on it so far. Same on the opposite side, but I think the opposite side even has a hole somewhere in the middle. Even worse is the pinch wells for jacking it up. All four corners are like this. It's all bent up and rusted. I don't know what this person did at some point, but it's pretty bad. Suspension, I don't know if it's original. I don't know what the original one looks like, but I'm assuming it is original because the car is pretty bouncy. There's some weird blue paint here. The hood's got a ding. Oh, I think this whole entire side got sideswiped. So this broke, or is broken. And then also the back taillight that we saw. And then, oh, this trim is missing, but that's okay. I would have removed it anyway. But I think, oh, here. I saw this, which looks like something scraped against it. And same, I don't know if this was just chipped away or got scraped against. The roof has a little rust. It's not leaking, which is good. Here's the bad part, which is actually not too bad. I mean, that's whatever. And then back here's worse, but look at this. This is just horrible. This doesn't look as bad, but it's obviously been touched up or fixed at some point. And the exhaust, I think, is all stock except for the part where they did some kind of delete of a cat or resonator. I don't know what's supposed to be there. So they chopped something off right here, which sucks because it's even leaking somewhere here. So the first thing I want to do is find a new exhaust, because I don't want this screaming across the streets. I'm dark, but that's okay. I want the focus on the car anyway. So I mean, that's the overview of the car. Got a lot of work to do. This is probably the biggest project I've had. I mean, at least it's running, which is good. So we'll see how this goes. I'm pretty excited. This is one of the cars I always wanted, and we're gonna try to make it a pretty good car, or at least better than what it is right now.